Hello, everybody. We are students from Kutina, Croatia, and today here with us we have Marta Rastovac. So, Marta, tell us something about yourself.
First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me. As you already said, my name is Marta, and I work in here in this school as a defectologist. I'm 26 years old, and I was born in Sisak, and I grew up here in Kutina. But when I finished high school, I moved to Zagreb to study. Now I have a master's degree in social pedagogy.
So, Marta, tell us, apart from the fact that you work in our school, what do you like to do in your free time?
Well, thank you for that question. In my free time, I like to do photography. I like to spend time outdoors in the nature. I like to travel. I like to learn new skills as well. Actually, my boyfriend and I converted old van into a camper. So we spend most of our free time on the road exploring our beautiful country. Last weekend we were in Pula and he won first ever national skateboarding championship. And this
Cool.
weekend we'll be in Križevci on another skateboarding competition. So we are traveling mostly every weekend.
Did you ever travel abroad, Croatia?
Well, I've been to Slovenia and to Bosnia and Herzegovina, and that's it.
Well, what's your favorite place you traveled to so far?
Well, it's hard for me to decide which one is my favorite because they're all different. And my favorite part of traveling is just exploring new places and discovering something I've never been to.
So, you just said you like to travel. So, do you have any future plans, like to visit some special place?
Well, actually, I have a big one coming. I thought about moving to Netherlands after Christmas and holidays for about 6 months, maybe a year, maybe longer. I'll see. Yeah.
So, why did you choose to move to the Netherlands?
Well, my first reason is because most of the people in Netherlands know how to speak English. And the other reason is because I think people there are more open and there are more possibilities than here in our country.
Are you scared of moving out of your country?
Well, actually, I'm excited and I'm looking forward to meeting new people, changing the environment, and exploring a different culture. And also, I know I can always come back if I want to.
Now that you told us about your future plans, could you please tell us a bit more about what you do in this school and what actually is your job?
So, in this school, my task is to help students acquire all the pro-social skills needed for their later growth, development, and functioning in society.
That sounds like a great responsibility. So, why did you choose that profession?
Well, I always wanted to help people, but I decided I want my job to be helping those who don't want help. So they're called involuntary clients. And that's why I chose this job.
Oh, that's So, what's your favorite part of your job?
Well, every progress that students make gives the meaning to what I do. And I think there is not enough discussion about the importance of social skills, self confidence, self esteem, communication skills, organizational strategies, independence, responsibility, goal setting, etc. And that's why I think it's important that the school has a defectologist.
Well, we agree with you on that. We as students think those are the most important skills, and we didn't learn them enough through our education.
So, did you always want to be a defectologist, or did you had other dream jobs when you were little?
Well, when I was a kid, actually, I dreamt of becoming an astronaut. And later, I thought about training dolphins. And when I was in college, I worked as a waiter. Today, I'm happy to have graduated from the Faculty of Education and Rehabilitation because this is the job that completely fulfills me.
Was that college hard for you?
Well, I think it's easier if you're studying something that you actually like and plan on doing someday, so I would say no, it wasn't hard for me at all.
While were you in college, did you had any practices?
Well, actually, I had three. I was in prison, in mental health institution, and in probation.
Which one of these three was hardest for you?
Well, I would say the hardest was in the mental health institution, in the department for depression,
Why was that one the hardest?
because I'm usually a happy person, and it is so different from my character, so it was the hardest for me.
Marta. You said you like your job, so why did you choose to move to Netherlands and not stay here?
Well, it wasn't all my decision. Unfortunately, the Ministry of Education did not approve my employment, so I'll be here with you for 2 months and then I'll move to Netherlands.
Well, we are sad to hear that you are leaving us because then we are not gonna have a defectologist anymore. But we are happy for you that you are so positive about it and that you find a place where you wanna go.
Thank you.
We're thankful for everything you said so far. We're glad we got to know you better. So now we have another theme we want to discuss with you. We all witnessed the world changing in last 2 years because of the pandemic. So what do you do? What did you do during the quarantine?
Well, first of all, I'm glad Croatia had only one quarantine, and during that period of time, we actually started traveling with our van, so that was the time that actually changed my life for better.
I'm glad you used that time for something positive, but did you ever had COVID?
Well, I personally did not have COVID, but my mom had it, and thanks God everything went well. And I also know a lot of people who overcame the disease. Did any of you have COVID?
Well, I'm the only one who had it here.
Was it difficult for you?
Well, at first I just had, I didn't have so much energy, but my family and I didn't develop severe symptoms.
Since you are a defectologist, do you have a message to all the people during this pandemic?
Well, what I think people should do at this time is learn to accept and be patient. Don't complain. Don't wait for all this to pass because this is our new reality and we need to find a way to stay happy and healthy. Explore some new hobby, something you may have always been interested in but didn't have the time for it. I think the world has changed drastically overnight, and to maintain a healthy mind and body, we need to change our expectations and learn to adapt to this situation.
Thank you for this beautiful message. So, do you have any questions for us, maybe?
Well, I actually do have a question. I was wondering, do you maybe know what do you want to do in your life? Did you thought about high school or do you have some future plans?
I'm the only one who knows what I want to do in the future. I want to be a programmer.
The rest of us don't know what are we gonna do in the future. But Marta, do you have any advices for us?
Well, when I was your age, I didn't know as well what I want to do when I get older, so I wouldn't stress about it. You'll figure it out later in your life.
We are very happy that you were today with us and thank you for all your advices, but now we need to sign off.
Bye!